My friend who works at CERN called me tonight and was absolutely in a panic. And now that I've heard what he said, I'm in a panic. And I don't like feeling this way. Okay, this is footage of from his house, of the ring system. Okay? He's concerned because they basically are trying, as people have said, to bring through an interdimensional being in a manifestation that is 3D, so flesh and blood on this plane. In order to do so, they must direct a massive amount of both quantum entangled energy, which is more like loosh or sort of metaphysical energy, and also real energy. But to do so, they must vector it to a specific area where they want the manifestation to occur. They don't want to do it on Earth because, out of an abundance of caution for what, who knows what will happen. So they're directing it towards the moon. When he's been looking at the moon through his ring here, he's noticed the moon has flared in terms of magnitude. It's way too bright. It should never be this bright, ever, ever, ever. Also, his ring system is zooming in and out through the night. It's never done that before, ever, okay? Moreover, they all at CERN were told when this was happening to think of the moon constantly. They wanted everyone to think about it. The other night they did an experiment with a combination of quantum entanglement, theoretical quantum entanglement, and also like vector-induced energy weapons. They need an object apparently to manifest, or they call it embody, for them to embody a quantum entangled sequence of particles theoretically predict will form mass intelligently enough to render it into a being of some sort, a flesh and blood, well, not necessarily blood, but a flesh being, a three-dimensional, or something that might be extra-dimensional or interdimensional. The point is simply this: they need an object. They don't want to use anything on Earth, so they are using the moon, and they are pointing it at there. They actually have an interface for the point where the quantum entanglement occurs in CERN. They have a way to connect it on a vector to the moon in terms of a quantum entangled direction for 3D manifestation. But the point is this: do you know why the being says in their communications with each other why it's coming here? Because it wants gold. It wants to bring gold somehow to its dimension. How? I have no idea. He didn't explain that part. But this is where it gets weird. When they did this at 2:44 a.m., okay, which, in Switzerland time, it was the equivalent. And when they did this, okay, the moon disappeared. All that, I didn't even get into it. Preceding all that, if you noticed how bright it was, the moon was crazy bright. That was I'm sorry, I can't even do this voiceover because I'm thinking, so I'm crazy about this, okay? He says that they're going to bring this thing through in 17 days. 17 days from now, but today's 22nd. So literally in 17 days, they say it's going to be benign. I'm like, who are you talking to that you're getting such assurances that this entity that you're bringing in from a quantum realm is going to be benign?